a problem when it got really cold. They couldn't get their door handles to come out. So I didn't know if that was an issue with this car or not.
I don't have any. So foot on the brake, and then you got the little start button there, and that'll start us up. And then you'll see we have the little green indicator down there where we got the ready. Okay. And if you got that, you're good to go. So what we'll do is I will turn this on real quick. Just get our maps going for us. And now I've been asking a lot of people, the one pedal driving. Do you prefer? Have you used that before?
Don't know the first thing.
So one kind of made more popular with the Tesla, but the one pedal driving, basically as soon as you let off the accelerator, it's automatically going to start slowing down.
Oh, okay.
So if you just want to drive more like a traditional gas vehicle, just leave it off. When you take your foot off the accelerator, it's going to coast. You hit the brake when you want to, when you want to slow down. So, but that one pedal is something that I ask people if they've been in EVs, just if they prefer it. So, but the one thing is good, all the GM products, if you want to turn it on, you can use it. If you just want to drive it like a traditional car, you just keep it off.
Okay.
So,
well, this is the first time I've been in an EV, so
okay.
I know nothing about it.
I got you. All your seat controls are going to be there on this door. Yep. So if you want your adjustment there. I know I had a really tall gentleman just before, so is that mirror?
I could tell when I got
is that mirror all out of whack for you? Do we need to?
I need to adjust it.
Okay, so on the left side there, right below the lock and unlock, you have the buttons where you can do the left and right for the mirrors. So if you hit that one on the left, then you can use that little D-pad and adjust it.
Okay, you're talking about this up here?
Yep.
Okay. That looked familiar.
Yep.
Okay. So
you should be able to select the mirror and then there you go. Yeah.
Okay. Now to do that one as well. Okay. And we'll wait for them to close their door. What do these run? I didn't even know Cadillac made an electric vehicle.
Anywhere, you can build them anywhere from basically almost 60 to 80, depending on the options. So, but the one thing is nice. I mean, they did qualify for the 7500, so you got that. And then now they're doing Conquest. So a lot of the vehicles, you could have almost 10.5 off the MSRP for most buyers, because they got quite a few lists on there that if you're trading in quite a few different brands that let you qualify for that. So,
okay.
Let's see if we have somebody. Gonna shut that door knob. Yeah, if you want to, we can just back. Okay. So you're pulling towards yourself.
Oh. And
then up. We'll go into reverse. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
How do they do that? I've always wondered.
So you have a camera that's under each mirror, and then you got one in the front and then one in the back. So this kind of in the middle is basically fake. So it's just kind of like an animated thing of the car. Okay. And then what they're doing is they're taking all those camera angles and then just
bringing them all together.
Yes, right. And just putting them all together, and then it gives you appearance that you're looking down top on the vehicle. So, and then on the other side here, reverse, it's just showing you out the back camera. Right. You put it in drive, it'll switch back to that forward-facing camera.
So to change into drive, I still pull it back.
So you're just going exactly. So pull towards and then down.
Okay.
Yep. And then you'll see your camera will automatically switch to that forward-facing.
This doesn't have the where it automatically drives down the highway. It does.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll go out here. We'll take a left, and once we get on Pellissippi, I'll show you how to turn that on. It's literally 2 buttons, and then you can see how that. It's Super Cruise.
Super Cruise.
Yeah.
So kind of like an autopilot.
Similar. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the manufacturers have similar type of Cine and Thomas driving features, so they all work a little bit differently. I've been a big fan of the Super Cruise for GM. I've driven probably almost. We'll go right here. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't know where they're going.
I think that might be somebody in their own car. So, but yeah, the Super Cruise, I've probably driven 14 plus hours on the interstate using it, and it's never done anything to make me uncomfortable. Ooh. So, there is some limitations to it. You can only use it on basically highways. It's got to have an on-ramp, off-ramp, and then some type of either barrier or like a grass median. Now over time, they're going to be continuing to add more and more roads that you can use it on. But generally, just kind of rule of thumb is you're going to be using it on your interstates, and that's it.
So the rear view mirror that's up there, is that a projection off the trunk? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, so you have another camera that's in the back, and it's actually separate from the backup camera.
We're going
Now,
right or left?
we'll go left.
Okay.
If you just want to use the reflection, you can just flip that tab if you just want to have it, or like I said, you can have it give you that live HD feed of what's behind you. You know, one advantage of it is just it's a lot wider angle than what you can normally see.
Yeah, I was going to say it's incredible angle.
Yeah, so you can visually see a lot more than what you're used to behind you. For some people, it can be a little bit of information overload at first, but I've had customers that tell me once they get used to it, they swear by it. They're all about it. So, but the other one is, you know, if you're traveling, if you've got people, you know, 2 or 3 people in the back, if you've actually got luggage and stuff, you know, stacked up to the back and you can't see out that back glass, you can always have this. So it's something that started more on our Escalades, was the first one that got it, and then you started seeing it kind of get chopped down through more Cadillac products.
Drives nice and smooth.
Yeah, very. Of course, Cadillacs are known for that.
Yeah. You know, like I say, we might be a little biased. Obviously, we're, you know, with Cadillac, but I honestly think for the price point of where our car sits, it's a great. I think it's one of the better options for the MPs. I think it's a great looking vehicle. It always gets people to turn heads.
Yeah, I've only seen a couple of them on the road. First time I was like, what is that? Oh, it's a Cadillac.
And they're spaced out well. You know what I mean? It's one of the cars that you can get, you know, 4 adults in it fine. You know, the people in the back aren't going to be, you know, feeling crunched up or have anything lack of leg room or anything like that.
And you drive by wire, as they call it?
This would, yes.
So there's no mechanical
Correct.
linkage kind of thing. Okay. Of course, it's very quiet, which you would expect out of a new car. I know some of the guys were talking about, they were driving, I think, the Tesla and the Hummer, and they said it's already rattling all over the place. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, the one I kind of told you, I mean, the big advantage I feel like the Teslas for the longest time is just the charging network. You know, but GM recently partnershiped with Tesla, so we've got the adapters that you can get through your My Cadillac app, and so now having the ability to be able to charge at the Tesla stations, I think it's just a peace of mind thing.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
they're so much more abundant as far as charging options, and the Tesla chargers are always going to be fast. You know, I've had like my stepmom has one. They've taken theirs to Myrtle Beach once or twice already, and they charged at one of the Tesla stations. You know, they were there probably 20-30 minutes. That was it. You know, that's one. That one's a kind of a neat color.
So with this car, it's not that you're going to get longer life with the battery by being easy with the accelerator like you do with the gas car. You
So-
know, well, if you're going really fast, you're burning through gasoline.
You can squeeze a little bit more out of them. The one that I feel like GM has seemed to be pretty soft or safe with their numbers. You know, I haven't had anybody say I'm getting, you know, under the rated mileage, but I actually have some people tell me they've gotten over the rated mileage. So you charge these to 100%, you're I think like 309, 307, something like that on the dual motor. The rear wheel drive is 314. But I've had some customers, and they're probably very easy on the pedal. You know, I've been driving it very modestly.
Right.
But I've had a few people tell me that, you know, they charged up to 100% and they're showing 345 on the range. So obviously getting more out of it is never a bad thing.
No.
But yeah, so far we've had great luck with them. I think we've sold almost 100 out of our store. So we're leading, I think, almost like the Southeast region for like a little bit of the stores that we compete with. But we've had, like I said, all our customers have been really happy with them.
How long have you been selling?
I've been there for almost 10 years, so I've been there for quite a while. And then I'm the technology expert for the store too,
Oh,
so
okay.
I kind of help everybody try to understand all the tech and safety features and stuff that are in the car. And you're welcome to, you know, if you want to punch it to kind of feel how it accelerates, I don't mind at all.
Hang on, folks. Tom's going to stand on it. She steps right along, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So, and on this little section, this is one of the roads, like I said, you can use that Super Cruise. So Cruise is already on the vehicle.
Uh-huh.
if I hit here, if I pull down, that sets my speed. The only next thing I'm doing, there's a little button here, it looks like a steering wheel. I'll hit that, we're green, from there you can let go. So, and it'll,
weird.
Yeah, it'll maintain the lane. It'll also do your follow distance. It does have the ability to lane change too if you want to. You can hit the blinker, it'll look. If the lane is clear, it'll make that. But I've told people that the Super Cruise system, honestly, I think that they've done a great job on it. It's very easy to use. And like I said, we're 2 buttons, to turn it on and off. Any point in time, that you want to take back control, you can just grab the steering wheel, turn, lane change. You don't have to disengage anything.
So you don't have to tap the brake or anything like that to disengage?
So if the tap the brake will disengage the cruise, your basic acceleration. But if you wanted to, say like there was an object on the road or something, you could just grab the steering wheel and just turn. You don't have to turn anything off. And what this would go is it would go basically to like a standby mode. It would blink blue. As soon as you got recentered in your lane, and the light would switch back to green, and from there you can take your hands back off the steering wheel. So, but like I said, they're basically on the 2nd generation of the Super Cruise now. They first had it on the CT6, but like I said, I've been fortunate enough to get to drive it on the interstate quite a bit, and I've yet to have it surprise me, which is a good thing. It's simple, it just works, and that's when something like this, when you're doing it, you don't want it to ever do anything. It's going to make you question it or make you feel uncomfortable. So simplicity is normally the best with that kind of system.
So where it's reading 220 miles, that's how much more range you've got.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I would like this. My wife would go, too much to do. I'll never use that. She won't even use cruise control.
I know. I've got a lot of people that they're like, I won't even touch cruise. And adaptive has been out for quite a while, and now we're onto this. But here, like I said, when we come up to this exit, you'll see, like I said, you just grab it and turn. And then as soon as you start to tap the brake, you'll be you're 100% back in control. So
I see. So yeah, the green light comes off. So
right.
when the green light's on, it's on. When it's off, it's off.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
Yeah, my wife would not go with this. It's got too many gewgaws. I don't need all this crap.
There's tons of stuff.
I need something just basic. Start it, drive,
right.
put it in park, and get out of the car.
Like this truck right here.
Yeah, pretty much. I like that. That's a pretty color. Okay.
No mercy.
It's funny. They actually make these in almost that color.
Huh.
It's called it's Nimbus. I think it's Nimbus blue, and it is very close to that color.
What's the name of the color on this one?
Radiant red. Yeah, Radiant Red Trico.
Oh, can I see that?
Yeah. I mean, more welcome to.
Yeah,
You can take it if you want, like I said, because I know you might get a weird glare there.
Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, let me sit it down here where I can film it better.
So we're turning here.
Yep. And one thing that's neat too,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Kind of offers. So, weren't using the one pedal, but see how there's a little kind of paddle shifter on that left side. What that is you can use. It's just a regenerative braking. So yeah, we don't have anybody behind us. So you can just barely start to squeeze on that paddle, and you'll feel it'll start to slow the vehicle down. So what that does is it's just slowing down the vehicle using the resistance of the electric motors. So that's one, you're coming down an off ramp or whatever, maybe if you see a red light way ahead, you can slowly start to kind of just ease on that, and you can bring the car to a complete stop and never even have to touch the brakes.
Wow.
With the EVs, obviously you have far less maintenance, there's just less going on. But because so much of the vehicle is slowed down with that resistance of the electric motors, your brakes and rotors generally on these types of vehicles last for considerably longer. Oh, right here. You're good.
Okay.
But they last way longer than you would on a gas vehicle because, like I said, the resistance of those electric motors is slowing down the vehicle so much, helping out the brakes.
Well, I know I had read that on, I guess you just hit the
So
button.
you hit the P right here, and that'll put us back in park. Yeah. And you can just leave it on.
Okay. I know that the Teslas, because the brakes are so low to the ground and so heavy, they're saying that the tires wear out really
So
quick.
there is one, I will say, with an EV vehicle, they're torquey. You know what I mean? So you do have the ability to definitely go through tires faster, but it's on how you drive it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're easy on the pedal and you're easy off the pedal, it's not going to be that bad. Now, every time you get in it, if you flat foot it, yeah, it'll eat tires. But like I said, a lot of it's just getting kind of used to driving them. And like I said, if I'm sure the guy that's, like I said, squeezing an extra 20, 30 miles of range above what the car's rated,
Right.
he's probably wearing his tires just fine, you know.
Can you take us for an exterior walk around?
So the one that we have here is a level 3 sport. So when you go to the 3, that's the only one you're going to get the upgraded wheel. And with this sport, you're going to have darker accents. So when I come around here, kind of the molding I have through here, what falls up to the back, instead of being a really bright kind of chrome or galvano, you're just going to have this darker kind of accent.
Okay.
And then when we come up front, you do get a sports grille, so a little bit different design up front. One thing, you can't really see it during the day, but at night the car definitely stands out. You always have this section is actually all backlit here, and the entire crest is backlit.
Oh, wow.
So at night it gives it's a really neat
stands
appearance,
out.
and you can't mistake it for anything.
I can bet
so,
not.
But all of them are going to have the full glass roof. Like I said, you do have the option to do a moon roof if you want to have that power tilt and slide.
Okay.
With the like I said, the one that we want here was a 3. But if you like the Super Cruise, it's like I don't have to have the big wheels. You can do a luxury 2 or a sport 2 and have that hands-free driving on the interstate. So the 3 is just if you want to get these larger wheels and to give you the massage seats inside.
Gotcha. Okay. So this one.
This one is a 3. So this one out. The only thing that you would have an option that this vehicle doesn't have is you can do a Napa leather upgrade. So you can do an upgraded leather, and then you could do that power moonroof or sunroof. But outside of that, this one it's fairly well equipped. And that's why we brought it out. You know, we wanted to bring one out that had the majority of the stuff on it. And also, as you're going back, when you're looking at them, the 600, that's just going to be your dual motor, and the 4 just indicates for it being all-wheel drive.
Gotcha.
So you'll see some of them that have the 450 back there. That'll be just your rear-wheel drive version, and then the 600 is going to be, like I said, your dual motor.
So that's the backup camera right there.
And so what you'll have is this is the one that's for your backup camera, and this is the one that's actually feed into that rear view camera.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's neat.
Yeah.
I saw you do this earlier. How do you open the back of this?
So they just like to, they like to have it all clean cut, everything be kind of hidden. So, but they just hit it in the
for
emblem.
crying out loud! Did you see that? Unbelievable.
So instead of having an additional button or anything down here, like I said, it's just kind of
And that closes it.
Yep.
Clean look.
Yep.
Yeah. Very clean.
Yep. And then, just like the one up front, at nighttime, this one is backlit as well. So both those crests are lit up at night, which gives it, like I said, just dresses it up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Makes it stand
Of course,
out.
with the luxury stuff, we get excited about the little jewelry stuff that they add on the cars.
Exactly. Thank you so much for letting us.
No
Yeah,
problem. I hope you guys
absolutely.
enjoy
Thank
it.
you.
So like I said, and then my name's Brian there. So if you ever want to come down, test drive one, or talk about bringing one, back to
Are you
your
ever here at
house.
Saturn in Knoxville? Is that where you're at?
Oh, it's at that same location, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we're Cadillac right there on Parkside.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good. Thank you again. We
No
really
problem.
appreciate it.
Thanks so much,
No,
Brian.
thank you guys.
Have a great day.